We got here. KD, he gonna get his regardless. 32 on 50% shooting. Not mad at that. 30 to get 30 shots. Yeah, he had to work hard though. But the rest of his team, like, come on, man. James Harden 5 for 9. Blake Griffin, Joe Harris 4 for 9. 1 for 4 from 3. Ew. Look at that plus minus. I don't even like plus minus. See, this is my problem with plus minus. Kevin Durant has a negative 25 plus minus, so he was easily the best player on the floor. So I don't get that. PJ Tucker plus minus a 30, and he didn't even really contribute besides 3 points. That's why that stat is terrible. Giannis 12 for 20. Giannis gonna get his regardless. 17 rebounds was crazy. Kris Middleton 38 on 68% shooting. Good Lord. Drew Holiday 8 for 21. 1 for 10 from 3. Bruh. You gotta show up. You've been sale holiday sale. That's what you been. Yeah, that's bad. They ain't even got a picture of a buddy. Elijah Bryant. Like I said, Giannis is playing a 4. Well, starting off as a 4, but he really should be playing a 5. Brook Lopez is terrible in the pick and roll. Like, offense and defense, really, he's not contributing that much on the size mismatch on the offensive side. But on the defensive side, what they do is they play like what Steve Nash is running is a small ball lineup essentially, right? So like Blake Griffin is at the 5 and he's really a 4. So when Kevin Durant when he gets into a screen and roll, the thing is he comes off a screen and Brook Lopez drops back every time. He drops back like as if like it's a non-shooter coming off as the ball handler. He does this with KD, does this with Kyrie, and sometimes Joe Harris gets like a pin down from Blake Griffin, and you see Brook Lopez dropping back. That being said, the way they kind of blew the lead last time was putting Brook Lopez back in the game. Can't talk today, but I've seen this game live, so this is more like a recap rather than the reaction. That being said, yeah, they made the adjustments this game. They pulled Brook Lopez earlier this game, and the offense opened up. Also, Kris Middleton had a wonderful game. I mean, like, he barely missed. Drew Holiday, yeah, I expected Drew Holiday to play a lot better this series, but he hasn't. That being said, his shot selection is up and down. Like, he'll get into the lane, and they all attack Harden because Harden is on one leg, of course. But Drew Holiday attacks, and then he settles for like a step back 3. And I understand he can make those type of shots, but in this series right now, like, yeah, not at all. Not at all. So let's get into the highlights.
Green, this one has his 3 rim out. He made his first 7 in a row. Giannis with a little Euro step gets the layup. Deep. Giannis on the move. Kicks it to the corner. Lopez inside through KD.
Let it change sides of the floor, even if you're in transition or semi-transition.
Had under 20 assists in the previous game. Harris on the drive. Goes quickly.
The block.
By Lopez.
Still, even though he get a block here and there, he gives up way too many open baskets in the pick and roll.
Calls the foul. Count it.
There's a few black jerseys, it looks like, in the building.
Somebody sold some tickets tonight. Harden connects on a 3.
Also, James Harden, I don't know if you knew this, but he flops a lot. Very irritating to watch.
Going to Bayside is going to change our lives. That is the hottest man I've ever seen. It's great to meet you. This is dope.
Okay, yeah.
It's a 6-point game.
Okay.
Lopez rolling to the bucket. Good enough.
Shout out Peacock. They do have a lot of good shows, though.
2-team in offensive efficiency.
That's the only 3 Drew Holiday made the entire game. He went 1 for 10. That's crazy. He just kept shooting it.
Middleton, no contest.
So that's a guy who wants to play 4 to 5 minutes and knows if he tests that hamstring, that may not happen.
Blake Griffin doing it for him, Doris, with the 3. Athlete to throttle down, but Harden obviously conscious of it on that last play. Lopez,
but it's like Drew Holiday was doing everything else right. Everything else, yeah.
Against Drew
For
Holiday.
sure. But
great hezzy by Durant and the lefty sauce. Points of the ball game so far for Kevin Durant. Holiday picked up by Griffin on the switch.
he's doing everything else right. He was attacking. He was passing the ball on time.
5 on the clock.
But
Gets downhill.
this game was very much controlled by Giannis and Kris Middleton. More so Kris Middleton.
Picks up KD. Right back at him.
And putting Giannis at the 5 made it better because once Kevin Durant came off the screen and roll action, what would happen is KD can no longer worry about having someone drop back to an easy shot. Giannis can step up on the screen because of his mobility.
Good take by Harris.
So like I said, and I was right, he should have always been at the 5. With them going small, you go small.
He did so well in that previous series against the Heat. Harden hits his.
Let's rewatch that. This man Harden flops so much, dude. He did this like twice where he came off the screen and his legs are not being taken out. He falls without he's such a flopper, dude. He did that like another time and then it resulted in no bucket and then it resulted in a fast break. But yeah, just to let people know that he really flops a lot and it's very irritating to watch.
And a block at the other end this time. He's with them. A third 3 on the way. This one's short. Gets it back, though. The floater in the paint. A little too late, Brook Lopez. Harden got it to fall.
This or that. This is a virtuoso as a scorer. And oh, by the way, just loves to play basketball.
Bryn Forbes. Maybe that'll get
7 points.
I wonder about the difference between the past and the present for the Bucks. Holiday, a big acquisition as Bruce Brown splashes a 3. Back to 9. Nice pocket pass to Lopez, and he finishes at the rim. Giannis going to force him to his weak hand. Got it to his strong hand and got the floater. Harden coming downhill off the green screen. Giannis picks him up, fires the 3, and
Harden is still very talented. It's just the way he plays is very
Middleton loses it. Griffin picks it up in a
classless, I should
sprint.
say.
Griffin with the layup. And the lead, Giannis on the wing. Touches the paint. Boy, the bully ball program working. Tough step back jumper, no good. Antetokounmpo with the board.
Middleton. Cash Money Middleton.
Have a brief. I think they've got a beef.
I hope they didn't hear me, Doris. KD cashes on the opposite. Guarded by Tumble.
I'm gonna replay that. Coming off the screen. There's only so much Tucker can do fighting through these screens. Just for Brook Lopez to continue to drop back as if he's not going to pull up. This irritates me so much. And that's why they should have pulled him again. If I'm PJ Tucker, I'm going to Mike Budenholzer and I'm telling him pull Lopez out the game. There's no reason for him to be in the game if he can't simply just step up on the screen. Good midi. Oh, another thing I like to allude to: Giannis didn't settle for threes as much, which created open shots like that. Keeping the attack on the defense, keeping the pressure on the defense by attacking the basket helped out his players so much. Even though Kris Middleton was the main one making shots, but he did give a lot of great open looks to a lot of people.
Harris up the night. Shot clock down to 5. Harris on the drive. Lopez.
We'll see if they do that more in the second half. As far as the Nets defense, Steve Nash told me they have to do a much.
Missed the tip.
When Lopez at the rim, a problem for the Nets.
Giannis.
One.
Oh, it's a finger roll. 9 of 16. Pardon me.
Enough pass.
7 of 16. Mid-range pull-up. Pure.
KD gonna get his. You gotta allow him to get his.
Tyler was a critical piece of their rotation.
Double dribble. But that's tough. That's tough.
That release point is and how fluid that jumper is.
Ooh.
Middleton on the baseline. Speaking of fluid, KD, couple of fakes in his Gucci bag. Wow, it's given a lot of space. He was down to 7 cross court. Holiday goes quick.
See, that's what they needed Drew Holiday to do right there.
First new federal holiday since MLK Day was created in 1983. And Kevin Durant. Under a minute to go in the third. Middleton in heavy traffic. The drive rims out. Middleton with the board. They got plenty of time. 4 seconds. Up for Giannis. Makes the catch. Middleton, count it!
Possessions, guys sharing it. Giannis in attack mode, Drew in attack mode. Kris playing everywhere. We just got to keep
Green out front. Brooklyn has never led in this game. Durant trying to bring him back. Hits the 3. Middleton lost it. Harden corrals it. It's a 2-on-2. Durant with a long stride. Got the layup. Here's Jeff Green. Harris rising up. Joe Harris.
Shout out Joe Harris. He was terrible this game.
They were on point.
Oh, boy. Drew underneath. Tough night for Jeff Green. Giannis in transition. Through the contact. Count it. Side to Giannis. Connaughton catch and shoot 3.
Shout out Pat Connaughton. He was terrible this game too. Get big. Get big.
Physicality. Here's Durant against Tucker.
I gotta say it. I mean, Tucker, look at how hard he's working. And Durant, really, Connaughton, the only guy to get any kind of significant minutes off the bench.
Giannis, Middleton, Holiday all with 41 minutes.
I'm pausing to say one thing. James Harden was complaining about the 3-point fouls that were called. He also was complaining to Joe Harris about defense. Not at all.
Walu Cabarro comes into the ball game along with Chris Chiozza. TLC with the miss. And Curry with the putback. 4 minutes to go. That's pretty much a sign that
Kris Middleton
played for Game 7 if you're Steve Nash.
After the first 2 abysmal games by Kris Middleton.
Johnson inside. That's Allen at BYU and Elon. Cross-court pass didn't make it. Ryan, an interesting story. Had a chance to visit with him.
Good block. So, as you can see, this game was very up and down for a little bit. But once they put Giannis at the 5, it opened it up so much. And I hate to say I was right, but I was right. So today the games are playing Clippers and Utah. And then there's Atlanta and Sixers, and I'm watching those live, so I have a recap for those tomorrow. But until then, I'll catch y'all in the next one. I was right again.